Hello, my project today is about the hypodermic needle theory. So, who proposed this theory? This theory was proposed by Harold Laswell, who's an American political scientist. He proposed it in 1920s. Harold Laswell was born in February 13, 1902 and died in December 18, 1978. So basically, the hypodermic needle theory is one of the earliest ways of thinking about how the mass media influences the audience. It was developed in the 1920s and 1930s after researchers observed the effect of propaganda during World War I and events like Orson Welles' War and the world's broadcast. The theory is a linear model of communication and talks about media's power on audience. It has two names, the magic bullet theory and the hypodermic needle theory. People pretended to be the magic bullet theory since they pretend that the media is a magic gun that fires the message directly into the audience's head without their own knowledge and causes an instant reaction from the audience's mind without any hesitation. Others pretended to be the hypodermic needle theory since they pretend the media a needle that injects the message into the audience's mind and causes a change in their behavior and psyche toward the message. The hypodermic needle theory model, the concept of conditioning was applied to the mass audience who were seen as passive recipients of whatever message that was injected or shot by the media, and who can be manipulated to react in predictable, unthinking, and conditioned manner. The mass media could influence a very large group of people directly and uniformly by shooting or injecting them with an appropriate message designed to trigger a desired response. So this is the communication model of the hypodermic needle theory. It's called two-step flow of communication. As we can see, the mass media affects the opinion leaders, as well as the followers of the opinion leaders are affected by their leaders. So in this way, everyone will have the thoughts and the opinions of the mass media. So what are the features of the hypodermic needle theory? In this theory, humans are believed to act uniformly to their stimuli and instincts. The media injects or inserts the messages into the people's brain as propaganda and manipulation like that by bullet or syringe. The messages have their own intention and are sent to get desired outcomes. The effect of messages is supposed to be encompassing, strong, immediate, and dangerous. The messages are supposed to create a public opinion and change the behavior of the audience. Mass of people is made to think in a similar way by the media. The audience is always thought to be vulnerable and passive. Like any other theory, this theory has a criticism. To begin with, this theory is based on assumptions of human nature and it's not based on any empirical findings from research or any scientific evidence. In 1938, Lazarsfeld and Herta Herzog testified the hypodermic needle theory in a radio broadcast called The World of Words. They inserted a news bulletin which made a widespread reaction and panic among the American mass audience. Through that investigation, he found that messages may affect audience. The audience is passive and susceptible and are easily influenced by the message, which might not be true every time. But the reactions of people differ. Some people can be passive, whereas some people might not believe in media. In 1940, Lazarsfeld was conducting a study called People's Choice about Franklin D. Roosevelt's election campaign and the effects of media messages. Through this study, Lazarsfeld disproved the magic bullet theory and added, audiences are more influential in interpersonal than media messages. And finally, the message flow is always from sender to receiver or top to bottom. And that was everything. Thank you.